Hey there, well, hello everyone, and welcome to Hogarth's Global Astrology. Know your planets, know yourself, or know your nation, know yourself. The two are interchangeable. And tonight, of course, is Thursday Fry Up. Thursday Fry Up. And my goodness, we have got so much to discuss. So much is happening out in the world. And it's just remarkable. And we're going to be talking a lot about planetary alignments as well. Planetary alignments. So many different questions coming in from people, obviously about the the inauguration, etc. All of that stuff. So first of all, as it is a Thursday, and it's often when I have a client day, so I just want to give a little shout out to my clients that I saw today as an extra added thank you. So I want to say thank you to YM. You know who you are. Nagella and Jonathan. So thanks so much for booking. And we had fascinating chats talking about the astrology, also tarot as well, that we did and stuff like that. So and particularly for Jonathan as well, I wish you the best with everything. Things are starting to go in your favor. Yeah, won't reveal the details, but had a challenging time in his life, and I feel like I can really see that he's going to be turning the corner. So best of luck there as well. Right, let's get in. I've got quite a few questions in from you guys. Yeah, quite a few questions in from you guys here, and then I've got the other page as well, and this, that, and the other. And what is today's show going to be about? So, of course, there are questions about. We've got questions about the EU. Poland is going to be taking over. We've got lots of questions, of course, of Trump, the inauguration, what may happen or may not. We've got questions on the celestial events happening in the sky as well, which we should be kind of closing on, and people asking about even things like martial law, etc., and stuff like that. So without further ado, because I want to squeeze everything in, I'm just going to dive in immediately to the content so I can answer as many of your questions as possible. So this one here is, so Nick Minks has asked, says, Poland has taken over lead of the EU for the next 6 months. Will this see more unity between the countries? But then I also wanted to weave in, there was a question from Manuela Orchid that I wasn't able to answer last week. So she said, would you please mind basically answering the question that I had last week, and what her, because there wasn't enough time. So and I think that was for Hogili. So she said, hello everybody. She says, my question will be if the UK and Germany will work more together than it is now. I love the UK and Germany, and it would be nice to see if there'll be an end to Brexit, etc. So what I've decided to do is actually put the two together. Poland being the basically the head, will be the lead of the EU for the next 6 months, and with Nick Minks asking, will this see more unity? And then looking at England and or UK and Germany. So let's dive in. And then I've got your questions on inauguration, martial law, mental health, all of these things in light of the events that are transpiring. The astronomy is astonishing. I mean, really astonishing when we get onto that bit there. So let's first of all ask Poland being head of the EU for the next 6 months, because they have a rotating what's the word, kind of leadership, where one country is basically calling most of the shots in the EU. Not quite as literal as that, but here they say 6 months. So let's just see, however long it is, let's see how Poland's how will Poland impact that, and if things will become more cordial. And then we'll ask about the relationship between Germany and the UK and Brexit. All right, Poland, which of course is very pertinent, particularly as Poland is very close to the Ukraine. And there are a lot of the Ukrainians went to Poland as well, obviously as refugees or exile. How many are still there? I'm not sure, but it was a lot. It was a lot. Oh, isn't this interesting? Oh, of course. Russia's turned up, of course. Russia's turned up. All right, here we are. So if we look here, we have, this is the 10 of Pentacles, yeah, the 10 of Pentacles, which deals with institutions, but it's not just that, it deals with legacies, institutions. It's the only card to have all, pardon me, all members on the same card. You've got the grandfather, you've got his children, and the grandchildren are playing the background, and then you've actually even got the dogs, yeah? So this talks about legacies, institutions, big organizations. Now, how pertinent and relevant, because we're talking about Poland being effectively like the head of the EU for at least, you know, the next 6 months or so, or however long it is. Yeah. So you can see here, Spirit is listening in. So this is talking about Poland's role. However, in the obstacle position, we have the 10 of Wands, which talks about hard work, hard graft, a lot of effort. So Poland may find this heavy going because there is so much happening, of course, at the moment. And as we know, with the on the cusp of the inauguration, and we know what Degrasse has had to say about NATO in the past, and of course Poland is what, a member of NATO, if I remember correctly. I think, yeah, I think it is. This could show that there could be a lot of hard going. Yeah, my logic is that Degrasse is gonna contribute to the workload, yeah, for Poland and the EU in general, yeah, because we could look at this also as well as the EU, which is what, a family of nations effectively. And this is looking to me like, it's going to be hard work, which would make sense, wouldn't it, with Degrasse, yeah. In the middle of the reading, look who shows up, the Empress. Now, as you guys know, I very much associate the Empress with Russia. It's just one of the biggest giveaways. And it also makes me think of Catherine the Great, because we've got to remember there was a Tsarina at one point. But this also shows Russian influence, yeah? Russian influence is going to be significant when it comes to the EU and Poland. And could it be that influence of Russia could be adding to the workload, yeah? Because it's coming just after this card, yeah? So it's showing that there's influence here. But let's not also forget as well, the Empress card is about abundance. It is about the rich harvest. It is also talking about wealth and stuff like that. So what I suspect is, in terms of Poland's role, they're going to be trying to maybe do things to stabilize Ukraine. I have the feeling now, you remember I've said this many times before, and I don't want to keep repeating myself, but you remember I said I think the Ukraine war is going to end with some kind of agreement. And what I'm thinking is, in terms of bringing the positive energies of this Empress card, it could be that Poland may be one of the major deal breakers, not deal breakers, deal makers. Yeah, it could be maybe Poland may do the hard work as a go-between. Yeah, maybe they're going to be talking with Zelensky, etc. You know, talking about the new political reality, which is a German word which is called realpolitik. Yeah, realpolitik. However, if we look here though, the next card that comes out is the 5 of Cups. Now you'll notice here 3 cups are spilled, and actually literally here is if they show it here, yes, you see it's literally spilled blood here. One of them is water in this one, but 2 of them are spilled blood. So we know this is talking about Ukraine, isn't it? Literally the spilled blood in Ukraine and the situation in Europe. However, 2 cups are left standing up. It's going to be to do with the deal with Ukraine, you know. Also as well, Ukraine is known as the breadbasket of Europe. Yeah, the Ukraine has this very rich, dark soil, which is able to grow a lot of things, a lot of crops, vegetables. In fact, some of the best vodka you can have is actually Ukrainian. Yeah, I've tried Ukrainian vodka. It is delicious, very smooth. So this is also not only talking about Russia, but also talking about the fertility of Ukraine, the spilt blood, yeah, quite literally, but two left over. And when we look here, another major arcana card, which of course here is the Lovers. And remember what I always say with the Lovers, for me, the way I interpret that card, but it really does play out this way. The Lovers isn't just about choices. Yeah. So one level it can talk about choices, it can talk about relationships. But I also associate this card, particularly in political readings, with imports and exports, goods and services. But this is about unions, relationships, important decisions to make. So could it be that when Poland is actually sort of like the head honcho of the EU, could it be that there is this time when they might contribute to some kind of deal, Ukraine making some kind of deal with Russia? I wonder. Yeah, because look, there's this hard work element, because we know Duck L'Orange is not going to be particularly supportive of NATO, is he? Yeah, he's shown where his allegiances lie. But just with those cards there, wow, yeah, I think this leadership that Poland has at the moment could be coming up, could be very historically significant. Yeah, I'll put it that way. Let's talk about Germany and UK and Brexit. Let's see where that's coming. And then we're diving into, obviously, whatever's going on in the United States. I'll try and read some comments if I can. Let me know your thoughts. Might have to go on a little bit longer, but and then, yeah, a lot of people saying that they don't want to watch the inauguration. I've been reading on some comments on other channels, independent media and stuff like that. Some people are saying they're actually going to wear black in mourning. Yeah, but we're going to come on to the inauguration. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. And just so you know, I will do an inauguration video, like astrology special. I'll probably do that on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday after Hoggarly, which of course would be the day the day before, and just to read the planetary energies. But we're going to discuss some of the planetary energies going on tonight, which is off the charts. Yeah, off the charts. Anyway, Brexit, Germany, UK. Sorry for the cough, folks. Still getting over a little cold. It's when I get talking, the old windbags give a little heave. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. Oh, there. All right, here we go. If we look here, we have got the Nine of Pentacles, yeah, which is talking about wealth and abundance, etc., all of this kind of stuff. I think this is talking about the potential wealth of the EU, the abundance of the EU. But this is a very independent figure, yeah, a very independent figure who has everything it needs. Yeah, so in a way, I think this is talking about the wealth of Europe. It certainly can't be talking about the UK economy, which is really not looking that hot at all. Yeah, so I think this is talking about the EU. If we look here in the next card, in the next position, we have, now look, this is so pertinent. You see, we have the Merchant here. It's the Three of Wands. Remember, wands I associate with not only with passion, but entrepreneurship. And he's waiting for his ship to come in. I think this is the UK. Yeah, this is turning up in technically the obstacle position. But what I think it is, the UK is thinking about its wealth, its future, when technically we still are, but really we're you know, one of the wealthiest countries, yeah, in the world and in Europe, yeah, one of the wealthiest countries. But now that is looking a bit jeopardized. So now it looks like the UK is what? Looking abroad, yeah, looking, prospecting, trying to make plans for what? Trades, goods and services, imports and exports, yeah. So I think the UK is kind of going like, you know, this hasn't really kind of worked out. Yeah, I have to just read the cards. If we look, pardon me, if we look here, we've got the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords, of course, deals with legalities. It deals with judgments, being astute, sharp-minded. But remember, too, I also associate the King and the Queen of Swords with accounting and finance. So again, I think powers that be are doing the math on the UK economy, and they're like, you know what, we're not growing so much. And part of Labour's manifesto was to grow the economy, yeah, and it's not looking hot so far. If we look here, we have the Page of Wands. Now, pages are all about messages, yeah, pages are all about messages. Wands are, of course, about passion, but this can also speak about commerce as well, entrepreneurship. So I think this is big business, or just business in general, probably talking with the government, or just people giving feedback about business, yeah, saying, look, we might need to reconsider potentially our legal position, yeah, the legal stance. So maybe there might be a review over certain legal aspects or the contracts that we currently have with the EU in terms of Brexit. However, the outcome card here, though, is the Devil card, yeah. So that can show codependency, but it can also show corruption. It can also show, it's not a very auspicious card to have. It can show that there is bad feeling, yeah, bad feeling, bad intent. So we'll have to see. I think what will happen is that the UK ultimately, to regain its wealth, is looking back at the EU, and it might try and renegotiate the agreement. Yeah, there's a lot of people that will be speaking up for this, but there's a murkiness there as well. There is an element here of codependency, attachment, or even corruption. So I think the EU might ask certain conditions, attachments that the UK would have to accept in order to maybe have some trade agreement or something like that. That's my instinct. That's my instinct there. Right. So I hope that was good for you guys. Let's scroll through and see who's here. Someone's saying here, when does this intense energy let up? It's going to be intense for a while. Yeah, but there is hope as well. There is hope. What I'll do is, after this video is up, because obviously we're filming live, on the end bit where it comes to like the end credits, you know, what have you, I've done a video recently, I think it was just a couple of days ago, on Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter, the planet of hope. Many of you would have seen me post this as on my community channel. I've done it on HOGARTH'S Financial Astrology, but I'll add it here at the end. So please take a look at that. And if you've not subscribed to that channel, check it out. And this is showing where we can find the hope, growth, and potential abundance in our charts. Because as difficult as things are, and we're going to get into that, and I totally understand where people are coming from. A lot of people are mortified, absolutely mortified, particularly when I read out this question about the inauguration as well. We still have to find hope in life and ways to move forward and to navigate these challenging energies, and maybe ways in which collectively we can come together to mitigate more of the shadow aspects that could happen, if you see what I mean. Yeah, so that video is already up, but I'll try and put in the video description in this video afterwards, add it on the end, but it's also on HOGARTH'S Financial Astrology, and I do it for all the ascendants. And just to finish, for my membership on Hogarth's Global Astrology, I'm going to be doing all of your ascendants, all of the ascendants, but a bit more in depth. Yeah, but that will be for membership. Yeah, you get those private videos. Right, let's move to the next question so I can keep the pace. Interesting, wasn't it? Poland and EU. Wow, could be very historical. Very historical. That's my sense. I think there's going to be some kind of agreement. Yeah, there's something to end the war in Ukraine. And I think it's going to be some kind of agreement, but not necessarily everyone will be happy with it. All right. Question number 2. So this is coming from Denise Ferguson. And she says, this is a Jack Smith question. She said, with all Jack Smith's hard work and knowledge about Trump's crimes, how does he really feel about Garland's handling of the cases? And will he personally do something to preserve evidence? Great question. Great question. Oh, God, the world, huh? Oh, did you see that? Card just jumped out. Oh, all right. This is giving the, I think it's giving the energy of the reading. It will make sense when I show you this card. Jack Smith. How does he feel about Merrick Garland? Oh, and you know what? You guys know this. You've been watching my channel for a long time. And I had my doubts about Merrick from the beginning, years ago. I know people didn't like it at the time, and I know I've said that as well. Let's just move on from that. But I said at the time, and this was back in November 2022. Yeah, I think was it November 2022? Something like that. And I said, Merrick is beholden unto powers yet not known to us. And I could just see it all in his chart. And I said, I pulled some tarot and I said he will get a younger person to come in to try and finish off the job that he wasn't able to. But the truth is, I think what's really emerged for everyone, beholden to powers not yet known to us, which I think is things like Federalist Society, etc., and stuff like that. Again, for entertainment purposes only, but you know what I mean. I think that's borne out. All right, let's see here. Jack Smith, how does he feel about Merrick Garland? God, let me just... Sorry for all the retching and coughing, guys. Got a cold, just getting over it. A bit of phlegm and stuff. Let's see here. Well. This is really interesting. Now, remember I said there was a card that fell out. Here it is. It was the Chariot in reverse. When the card is the right way up, it's all about what? Moving forward at pace. Yeah, moving forward at pace with determination, etc. But of course, with this card, we're also talking about this card fell out reversed, yeah, which is, you know, sometimes it can be really simple. The reverse of that. So this is talking about how everything was held up, yeah, because the situation with Duck L'Orange demanded that things move at pace. Pace. He procrastinated and prevaricated for like 2 years, yeah. So that's the opposite, isn't it, of that Chariot energy, which is normally about charging forward with will, determination, and focus. Yeah, the opposite of that. It fell out reversed. So I think in many ways, in terms of trying to get into the mindset of Jack Smith, he privately is like, God, this guy slow walked everything. Yeah, slow walked everything. I didn't feel like I could go at the pace required to get the job done. Because it was slowed down, of course, it made things get closer and closer to the election. And then Duck L'Orange was able to say, I'm being persecuted, delay things, blah, blah, blah. And look what has transpired. In terms of his personal feelings as well here, He gets the 9 of Swords, which is what? Worry. Yeah. So it shows that he had a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, a lot of frustration about the case, whether or not he will be able to bring it forward in time. But of course, it was slow walked, as we know. It was. And now we have the result that we have. Yeah. So you can see here, he's had a lot of tremendous anguish about that. However, on a personal level, he is coming into a place of rejuvenation. Isn't it funny how often these major arcana cards come out? Have you noticed each week, you know, there's always the Star, the Chariot, you know, etc. Anyway, here, and as you can see, I've tastefully, you know, covered over. I've not completely destroyed the card. I've just put a bit of tape on and then I've illustrated over that bit of tape. But it's just for the algorithm, which doesn't like nipples, unfortunately. Anyway, so personally, though, he is looking at his future and rejuvenating. Yeah, this is the card of the universe having your back. If we look here, the Judgment card shows up. So again, another major arcana, which could mean that the stuff that he's got is quite bombshell. Yeah, potentially quite bombshell. How much this will be able to come out, though, in the new administration, of course, is the following question. Yeah, if we look here, Jack Smith is probably feeling nostalgic, yeah, for his previous life. But he may also be feeling that Merrick, in a way, was stuck in the past, because this can also be a card of being stuck in the past. And we're trying to get his feelings about Merrick Garland. And again, this could be talking about how he may have felt that Merrick had allegiances to old allies. Yeah, stuff like that. There's this element here of the past. And if we look, the outcome card is the 3 of Pentacles, which is about collaborating with others on a shared vision. So I think overall he is disappointed, but he's looking at his life, yeah, rejuvenating. I remember there was a reading that I did where I said I think I think Jack Smith is looking to move on, find a new job, etc., and everything. And I remember one person said that I did. They said my reading was cliche and generic. It really wasn't. But what I said in that reading came true. It did come true. Yeah, he announced that, you know, it was basically announced that he couldn't go further with the case in the way that he wanted to do. And I think he's also, as well, taking this back to Jack Smith, he's thinking about his family. Yeah, he's thinking about his family. We don't know what has happened behind closed doors, but there's certainly been something that's happened that's giving him a lot of anguish. He's decided to rejuvenate himself. He does have bombshell news with the Judgment card, but he's thinking about his family and thinks maybe Merrick is stuck in the past, but he's going to be collaborating on future projects. I think he might be doing stuff again in The Hague, or he might be invited into some other capacity. His legal skills might be used in some other capacity, teaming up. The likelihood of that being in America, of course, in light of who's about to come into power, it's very slim. My sense is it might be something in in Europe or some other kind of country equivalent that can offer equivalent opportunities. But my instinct is it is probably more something like Europe or some other quite developed country that he'll be focusing his efforts on. So thanks so much for that question. All right, so that was the Jack Smith. Done that one here. Let's have a little scroll down. Oh yeah. So Elisa's saying, hi Hogarth community, I hope you're feeling all right, Hoagie. You're sounding a bit hoarse, sending love and light. Yeah, got my cold, bit phlegmy. Brenda's asking, did you do a reading on the inauguration on the 20th for the US? Not yet. I'll do that on Sunday. Yeah, I'll try and get that done on Sunday, this Sunday coming. If I can do it sooner, I will, but logically Sunday is the bit, because obviously I do Hogarth on the Saturday, and Saturdays can be quite busy for me. Hello, Patricia. Nice to see you. Oh, someone's saying it's Mona's saying, hello, I hope everyone is saying it's snowing. Snowing big time here in central Pennsylvania. Yeah. Oh, and then I hope everyone is doing great. My anxiety is well up. Yeah, a lot of people are South, yes, I can understand that. Hello from South Carolina. Someone's saying she was Prussian. Who's that? Old Silver, she was Prussian. Who was Prussian? And let's see here. Have you ever thought about changing professions? Oh, Elisa saying, have you ever thought about changing professions to a lingerie designer? Those undies on the lovers are top tier. Thank you. I mean, I'm an artist. I do an artist background. Okay. And then someone's saying here, it's forecast for bitter cold weather on January 20th. As we know, in the Northern Hemisphere, January and February tend to be statistically the coldest months. Let's jump into the next question so I can squeeze it all in. All right. So this one's in from Nick Minks. Trump ordered GOP Intelligence Committee Chair Mike Turner to be fired. Ooh, GOP as well. Do the cards show if his return begins to the same, basically said, shit show of firings that his first term presented? So I would say almost certainly, because, you know, Trump loves to fire people, allies with them one minute, enemies the next. So someone's bound to get fired. But he also has more of his acolytes than ever before. Yeah. So we'll see. But as we know, Duck L'Orange is extremely fickle. Duck L'Orange. Intelligence. Mike Turner fired. The card shows if his return is basically the same dramas. If anything, on certain levels, they might be even more intense than they were before. Because this is sort of like a Duck L'Orange unchained, isn't it? Like Hannibal Lecter, but without the mask this time. How many guardrails are there now is for anyone's question. But let's see. Let's see. Okay. Trump administration this time round, the energies. Oh, Duck L'Orange be behaving. But that fickleness that he has, it may mean not everything gets actioned as well. But also remember what I said. I said, if he doesn't play ball, because of J.D. Vance and those around him, Trump will end up at the bottom of the stairs. You've heard me say that before, haven't you? And I still believe it to be true. If he doesn't do what they want. How interesting, huh? Oh, Duck L'Orange may get betrayed. Very interesting. I'll see. Hear me out here. Hear me out. He gets, so this is talking about the administration, yeah, coming up, etc. But this is, you know, talking about, you know, whatever. Now, obviously, I know there's some people that, oh, look, let's just see what happens. Yeah, let's just see what happens, because I'm talking to some clients of mine and then I'm reading through comments and people believe there might be some kind of intervention or what have you. We'll have to see. But if we look here in terms of answering the question, Hermit card. Now this is the card of not only isolation, but it's the card of research. So what it means is they've done a lot more of their homework this time. This administration coming up has done a lot more of their homework about the mechanisms of government and power. Let's put it that way. So they've actually, you know, done their research. Look what turns up in the obstacle card. But actually, it's not technically an obstacle. It's reinforcing, because the first card is actually quite positive. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Money. Yeah. Money. We know that that is something that the upcoming administration, of course, is focused on. What this also shows as well, that a lot of people will actually make a lot of money. Yeah. There is that element there. There's so much change happening, particularly in the financial world. Just have a look for yourself so you can see what's going on. So there is an element, so there might be focused, you know, on the economy, or there's going to be lots of thoughts, lots of planning around money, the economy. However, if we look at the next card here, Ten of Swords, the betrayal, yeah, the betrayal, feeling stabbed in the back, yeah. So what I feel is that this could be how a lot of the MAGA voters may feel when the issues around money and the price of things are not resolved. This could also talk about what things like the tariffs and stuff like that. Duck Laranji said he's staying with the tariffs. You know, if he does, that's really not good. Yeah, but there's also a sense of betrayal. I think many people in general are feeling a sense of betrayal, because there's one question where someone was asking, why didn't the Democrats fight harder, etc., when they know there was skullduggery and what have you. But I also as well feel like the MAGA base could also feel some betrayal as well. Everyone might feel betrayed by this administration, but maybe even Duck Larange himself, yeah, because he was asking about his administration. There's an enemy there. Like I said, you can't trust that JD Vance, you know. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Duck Larange he's in trouble. Assuming the inauguration happens, he may gloat, but that to me says danger. If we look here, we've got the Page of Pentacles up. So again, messages again around money. You're going to hear a lot of stuff like that. You're going to be hearing about lots of developments in the market, lots of developments in crypto and stuff like that as well. I've already said this before, but it's going to be more in the news. It also shows that this is more of what this administration is about. But there's also going to be news around money. And then here we've got the King of Wands, which is a very entrepreneurial card again. Deals a lot with, you know, leadership. But this, of course, deals with business persons as well. I wonder if this is Elon coming through again. I think it's Elon, you know. Think of this betrayal in the middle. Next to the money card. Elon. Does it mean Duck Larange betrays him, which is something that I was anticipating, that he'll get rid of Elon when he gets the chance? Or is it Elon that gets rid of Trump? Wow. Yeah, interesting that, eh? Interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you think about that. Let's have a quick scroll through and I'll try and keep the questions. I'm going much further down. Sorry if I've missed your let's just see. All right, yes. So someone's saying here, Lorraine saying, Jack Smith, oh, they're saying is as complicit as Garland, Republicans. Federalist Society, old Joe has been royally outplayed. Oh, that's Lorraine's opinion on that one. Alyssa saying, rest is best. If you need to cut short tonight, we would know. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for thinking of me, but I won't be cutting short. You know me. I turn up, come hell or high water, whatever country I'm in, whatever state I'm in, I will show up as best I can. We need to. Someone's saying we need a go-getter, not a rest in peace. Rest in peace, Van Winkle. I don't know who Van Winkle is, but I guess maybe quite an oldie kind of character or something like that. Someone's saying, please drink Buckley's cough medicine. That's a good one. Thank you. Of course, cough medicine. Duh. I'll get some cough medicine tomorrow. How silly of me for not remembering that. Too bad they aren't swearing. Okay. North Dakota is going to be very cold. Monday is garbage day, pickup day. Someone's saying, Anne is saying, Monday is garbage pickup day. So while the US hauls in its new garbage, I'll be putting mine out. Bless. Oh, someone's saying here, Innocent Potato says, a Maga senator in Georgia State House was arrested today. He was forbidden to enter the Senate chamber and got a bit out of control. Wow, Georgia police arrested him. My goodness. All right, let's keep on with the questions. JD Vance, let's see. Someone's saying, Cheryl is saying, JD Vance has been very quiet. Is he planning to undermine the Orange Menace or Elon? Hi from Australia. Now, isn't it funny? Because that's what I was sort of like picking up in the cards. Either way, Duck L'Orange is on thin ice because, of course, yeah, I think he's on thin ice. And JD Vance, neither JD Vance nor Elon can be trusted. But Elon, of course, has the most money and is the most megalomaniac, even out of those, those two. Out of the three, he's the most megalomaniac. All right, let's go to question number 4. Oh, so this is in from Ruth Goldberg. Lovely. Thanks so much for your question, Ruth. The Trump cult is calling the inaugural ball a coronation ball. Is this a harbinger of things to come? Will Trump and Maga try or succeed making the US a dictatorship? Good question. Because, of course, they see him as the king. As I said to you guys before, haven't I? I've mentioned that a lot of the time because Duck L'Orange is a Leo rising. Remember those NFT art things he did with him as the riding next to the lion? All of this kind of stuff. All that Leo energy, king energy, him wearing a crown. He is actually a Leo rising in Vedic astrology. Doesn't that make a lot of sense, huh? I mean, Leos, I mean, not to disparage Leos at all. I've got a lot of Leo energy in my chart and stuff like that. But it can, the shadow of Leo can be that dictatorial, I am the king energy, yeah? Which obviously Duck L'Orange sees himself as. I'm reading again. So, again, that's it. Trump cult is called inaugural ball coronation ball. Is this a harbinger of what is to come? MAGA to try and succeed, making the US a dictatorship. All right. Gosh, these are heavy duty questions, aren't they, folks? But such are the times. Got the foxes outside screeching in the park. And we need to talk about the planets as well. All right. Oh, gosh. All right, here we go. Wow, there's 579 of you right now. Thank you so much for joining me. And please, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and press the bell notification to support my channel. Much appreciated. All right, look, we've asked the question. Here's what the cards had to say. Look at the card that comes out first. Oh, Lord. Yes, 7 of Swords, which we know is the card of theft, trying to get away with things, etc. And the question is, will they try and undermine democracy and try and have a dictatorship? And I can only say yes, yeah, with this here. I have a feeling they may even try and change the constitution, yeah? But let's have a look. I'll read you the next card. But are they going to try? Absolutely. They're certainly going to give it a try, yeah? If we look here in the obstacle position, we see the Fool card, yeah? In the optimistic sense, it can mean the leap of faith, etc., but it's turning up in the obstacle position, which means we can consider it reversed. When the card is reversed, because remember, the first card is a negative card, yeah? So the obstacle one really is an obstacle, and consider it reversed. So when a card is reversed, it literally deals with foolishness. Foolishness, not heeding advice, recklessness, immaturity, not paying attention, and being stupid, quite literally being stupid, yeah, here. So we can see here, there are a lot of people who have been very naive as well. This can also be a card of naivety. They've been naive about what Duck Larange will really do once he's in power. Yeah, a lot of those people that voted him in, yeah, they don't, some are beginning to see, but once he's in power, then they really will see much more. Yeah, so there's this element of naivety there, or foolishness, or recklessness, or just like, let's see what happens. Yeah, there's an element of that, or not heeding things. Yeah, it could also show as well, maybe people also need to take the whole situation more seriously, because I think Trump is going to try and change things so that he can stay, yeah, longer. If we look here, we have the Seven of Wands, which is, look, the man on the hill trying to defend itself. I think this is kind of, in a way, democracy sort of under attack. Yeah, I mean, how else can I interpret the card? Yeah, because it's asking about the Constitution, you know, democracy. So is this like the Constitution under attack? Who's going to help defend the Constitution? Yeah. Yeah, will Trump or Maga try to succeed making the US a dictatorship? Yeah. So this is, someone's going to have to defend the Constitution, the values, because they're going to be under attack. If we look here, oh gosh, I wish this reading was better for you guys, but I have to read what's there, don't I? Look at this. Tower, yeah? There's a tower moment. We're going to see some crazy stuff. Yeah, we're going to see some crazy stuff, maybe possibly even outrageous stuff. Stuff that is unexpected. So I think this administration will be unpredictable. It may be wild at times. Could it be that it's so crazy that, you know, the strike of lightning knocks the crown off? Because let's not forget as well, in this card, the king is deposed. The crown is shot off. Yeah, shot off. Is this another assassination attempt against Duck Larange? Does it succeed this time if it happens? Again, for entertainment purposes only. But you remember when I said the next attempt will not miss. Wow. Could it be that? And then look, outcome is heartbreak. Yeah, heartache. Oh God, I wish this was a better reading, folks. But as you know, I just have to read the cards. So they're gonna go for it. Yeah, they're gonna go for it on the dictatorship. Yeah, they're gonna try, because people have voted them in, and it was a foolish move. Yeah, that they'll regret. Yeah, but it was coming from a place of naivety or frustration or wanting to see things change. Yeah, because this is also that leap of faith, but it's almost like it's gone in the shadow sense. The Constitution is going to have to defend itself. Certain values are going to be under attack, but there's a shocking event or shocking events that could come and depose the king. It could be that his policies are so disastrous that no one wants him around anymore. Or is this even an assassination attempt? Yeah, could be that. And then there is that heartbreak and upset. So I think even in the MAGA crowd, they're starting to see some truth. But, oh, that's a shame. I wish it was more positive, but I can only read the cards there. So it's not looking good. Yeah, they're going to try skullduggery. Yeah, they're going to try skullduggery. Sorry about that. All right. So let's move on to the next card. Let's see here. Let me scroll down and see what people have said. Let's see. Tell so the duck has to be careful. Oh, that's interesting. So Telltale Tarot says the duck has to be careful of betrayal. Yeah, as you know, I would agree. But you saw my cards. But I've been saying that for months now, isn't it? I said he's got to watch out. He's got enemies very, very close. Either J.D. Vance or Elon wouldn't mind throwing him under the bus. Really, it is the case. But there's that betrayal element there for sure. Let's see here. House Republican said no, pushes. Someone gave a little bit more. Marianne saying the House Republican said no, he pushed his way up to the door, crying like a baby. Well, he's 31, 32 at most. Wow, gosh, what's going on? Crazy times, isn't it? Wow, what's this here? MDZ Lizzie says the Pacific Palisades fire destroyed some of the most desirable retail estate in the country. Will the oligarchs and corporations try for a land grab? Almost certainly. Yeah, unfortunately. Almost certainly. One of the things that I see happening is that just by default, a lot of people will leave. And do you remember when I was saying with the Great Awakening, how I said, you know, these things can be very unpleasant. And do you remember I was talking about land, real estate? I said there'll be big events in the homeland of America, real estate and stuff. As you guys can just look back to my video where I was talking about the Great Awakening and stuff like that. And we've been in that Mars-Pluto opposition, which deals a lot with heat and fire. Remember that started a few weeks ago, that opposition. And then, wow, you know, it happened around it became exact, didn't it, on the 3rd of January. That's when it became exact. So that's when it really started to kick in. And of course we had the fires soon afterwards. They've been going what is it a couple of weeks now, or getting close to? But it's in that energy. All right, let me carry on. Let's get question number 5. So Vicky Smith says, in the USA, what is the energy? Have I make sure I've not missed something? I have to read this one as well. This is a good one because I want to make sure I get this in. So Lilith Murray says, good afternoon, Hogarth. And I think she speaks for a lot of people here. Thanks for your question. Good afternoon, Hogarth. I have a personal political question. Like many, I am filled with dread at the upcoming 4 years of chaos and hatred and at this point in my life, I may not be able to ride things out. Oh, bless you. I hope that's not the case. What do the cards suggest I do to keep my sanity? Will there be any relief from this upcoming madness? Yeah. So I totally empathize and I totally understand how you're feeling and how a lot of people are feeling, because this is obviously quite dreadful, yeah, for many. Obviously, some people are happy for it all to come in. But I would suggest take a look at my Jupiter video. I know I've said it before, but in it, I show where Jupiter is going to be, particularly from May 2025 this year, where the opportunities for growth, spiritual development, and abundance will be. So you can focus on those areas of life to help facilitate that energy more. And he is that planet of hope, so that you know where hope is coming. And based on your ascendant, I've already done the overview video. It will be private ones for my membership, but look at that to give yourself a lift, to know where you can, based on your ascendant, where you can expect opportunities and to turn the corner. Yeah, to turn the corner. But anyway, let's read the cards on that. Will there be any relief from the upcoming madness? So this is really a card tuning in into how many of you are feeling. Card reading for how many of you are feeling. What's that energy there? How can people get through these times? Yeah, some people have been reading saying they're going to wear all black because they're in a mourning for state of democracy, of course, in the USA. Yeah, strong feelings. Let's see. Let's have a look. Understandably. Oh, look at this. Wow. Do you know what? This is good advice. Yeah, the cards have come up with some good advice. So it's how to deal with mental health and stuff like that. Here we've got all the major arcanas have come out today. Yeah, here we are. So here's the world card here. I hope you like a little bikini top that I've got for that. So the world is about endings and beginnings, beginnings and endings. So this is about a cycle. Yeah, this is about a cycle. Some big things are ending, some big things are beginning. Yeah, this is also as well, this is the Pluto return as well of the United States, as you guys know, as I've said, which is a 248-year cycle. Yeah, 248-year cycle. So this is a big, grand cycle in the United States where a lot of things are going to change. Yeah. We look in the obstacle position, look, we do have Duck Larange here, you know, or this dictatorial energy, or this overly strong patriarchal energy. But the World card is seen as a good card. So this could also mean maybe there might be strong leadership. Yeah. Could new leaders come forward? Yeah. Could new leaders come forward? Here, we've got the card of nostalgia, but also the card of family. So I think this is talking about look after your families. Yeah, look after your family. Draw strength from your family. Team up with people. Your friends, like-minded people, like-minded will become your family. Yeah, and support each other. Yeah. Here we got the Temperance card. So this is about rebalancing. This is about alchemy. Yeah, changing the alchemy of the scenario, taking everything that might be a potential negative and then transforming it, transmuting it into something more positive wherever you can, on an individual level, with your family, and on a wider level, each and every one making those changes. And then the outcome card here is the Ace of Cups, yeah, which is about, you know, happiness, joy, fulfillment. I think this is focusing on your inner world. Yeah, I can take that's literally meaning like focus on your inner world and your inner joy, and work together with your friends and family. Yeah, work together with your friends and family for the most positive outcomes that you can get, and that will help your emotions and your mental health. Yeah, that's how I'm interpreting that one. Yeah, so thanks for that question. Let's see, look at the time already. So let's do, there was one on martial law. Let's first of all let's talk about the planetary alignments. So Nick Minks asks, how does the 6th planetary alignment work for the orange inauguration? And I'll put here as a note, show the page from the independent newspaper and other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the present button so we can clarify this story. Let's do share screen. Oh, come on, buttons. See if it's going to work. See if it will oblige. No. Oh, maybe it is. Is it? Gee whiz. I don't know what's going on. Here we go. Now, what we have is selecting this tab. Oh, come on. Oh, don't mess about. Oh, typical. Why is this taking so long? All right, here we are. Let me do share. Hopefully it's going to oblige. Let me know if you get a blank screen or anything like that. God, the way my computer behaves sometimes, it's so ridiculous. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Let's see. Can you see this? It should be showing up now. Come on. Jesus. I'm wanting to show you this comet. So there is a comet that has appeared. Here we are. Can you see this? Yeah. Can you see this? Here. You can see it here from space, and you can see it in the southern hemisphere. This is just shown up. I don't know if Forbes is conservative or or Democrat. I don't know, but this is just something that I saw come up, which had this amazing picture. And it says here, a comet that hasn't been in the inner solar system for around 180,000 years, and is not likely to be seen again for 600,000 years, is suddenly visible after sunset, but only if you know where to look. Yeah, so there it is. Wow. Comets are omens. Yeah, comets are omens. Let's also click on this, and I'm going to show you the next one. Again, I don't know why my computer's doing it so long. Maybe it's because I'm doing a live show. Let me know if you saw that in the comments. And this is talking about the planetary parade. Yeah. So this is from the Independent newspaper, UK paper. Planetary parade will see planets align in rare spectacle. They're not going to be showing up like this. This is AI generated. So January and February, we'll see two remarkable planetary alignments, with one of them offering stargazers a chance to witness a celestial spectacle that will not be repeated for another 400 years. On Friday, 17th of January, which is, well, coming into now, because I'm now just over midnight, and Saturday, 18th of January, 6 planets will line up in the night sky, an event that some astronomers are referring to a planetary parade. Mars, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Uranus, and Venus will appear together in a row, although Neptune and Uranus will only be visible with binoculars. Yeah. So let's go back here, back into StreamYard. So I hope you guys saw that. Come on. Oh, it said browser can access the screen. Try. So all that stuff, did it show, guys? Did it actually show? Jesus Christ, let me know. Let me know if it actually showed up. Well, that stuff I just read out. What a pain in the you know what. Anyway, let's see what the energy is. What is mic is muted. Now I should be unmuted. What a drama. I don't know why that happened. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Never mind. Right, let's just read on the energy of this inauguration with the planets. And then I'll just do a video follow-up and I'll end it there. I shouldn't try and share my screen and stuff anymore. It just goes weird and the energy just goes off. All right. If we look here, people walking away. So I think this is a lot of people will not watch. Yeah, many people have said a lot of people will not watch. A lot of people will turn their back on it because they don't feel that it represents them and their vote. Yeah, which is understandable. Yeah, so we see a lot of people will be there, well, may not be there. So it could be that it may not be so well attended. We'll have to see. But I know a lot of people have said they're not even going to watch. Yeah. So that's people turning their back. We look here, we get the Hierophant. So obviously Duc L'Orange, you know, is going to be there doing his thing. He's going to take what the vows of office, which of course he will not obey. But this is almost like the official procedure, yeah, because the Hierophant talks about official procedures, tradition, that kind of thing. So of course the tradition will continue in this sense. But if we look here, a lot of people are going to feel like they're hostages to fortune, yeah, hostages to fortune. They're going to feel like this is the tying up of America, not the freeing of America. Yeah. I think even a lot of people that voted for Duc L'Orange may be feeling this way as well. However, we do have the Sun card here, but this is also talking about illumination and clarity. So obviously, you know, for Duc L'Orange, he's going to be happy. Yeah, he's going to be feeling like he's the Sun King, etc. and stuff like that. But this is also going to expose a lot of things. This presidency is going to expose a lot of things to the light. It's going to be very clear what people have voted for. Yeah, and we're not talking about the ones that didn't vote for Duc L'Orange, obviously not. But I think the ones that did vote for Duc L'Orange are going to be seeing the consequences. And then if we look here as well, look, we've got the Four of Wands, which means about hitting a landmark. It also refers to the White House as well, as you know. So again, yeah, it's probably gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, I've said before, he would have to be dead for it not to happen, but I don't think it's going to be as well attended, potentially. Duc L'Orange may complain about that, but a lot of people will literally turn their back on the inauguration. A lot of people will turn their back on the inauguration. So in terms of the alignments and all of that kind of stuff, someone asked about martial law, but I don't think I've got enough time to ask that question. With these planetary alignments, it means significant change is upon the world. You weren't able to, I think the screen went black, which is so unfortunate, but it was a picture of a comet, outer space, which has not been seen for 180,000 years, is back. We've got alignment of 6 planets. And then let's not forget as well, on the 29th of March, 2025, we've also got, you know, that alignment of 7 planets, or sun and moon, the eclipses and stuff like that. So it means profound change is coming to the earth. Yeah, profound change. Let's see here. Anyway, there's lots of chit chat here. I forgot to say, I want to say thank you to as well to No Name. Trump final vote 49.9. Yeah, Harris vote 48.4. Not a landslide victory. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Do you remember I said this? I said this election will be, I mean, the Electoral College, you know, the electoral, it just shows it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. I said this election will be very, very close. It will be won by inches and centimeters. And it's such a shame, you know, that system has to change because it's not reflecting. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, never mind. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Please check out that Jupiter video to see where you can cultivate hope in your life. I will do an inauguration video probably on Sunday. Yeah, probably on Sunday. And obviously, you know, it's all happening on the Monday. So let's read what the energies are there. But these are profound times for humanity. We've got that big comet and then the alignment of the planets as well. So it means profound change here on planet Earth. But also as well, don't lose your faith, don't lose your hope within as well. Don't give up. Yeah. Life still has to carry on, and we still need to put one foot in front of the other. Yeah, people are saying they didn't see it. Sorry about that. You know, I try and share my screens and it just all goes wrong. The energy just goes tits up. Never mind. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Otherwise, I'll go in for too long. So you will see me, of course, on HOGARTH coming up. Thank you so much for everyone for joining me. Thanks so much for your questions, donations. And of course, please don't forget as well to like and subscribe and share. And of course, you will see me on Hogalish. Yeah. So we'll be back on Saturday. All right. I'm going to, someone's saying here, back screen. Yeah. Someone's saying here, never give up. It's true. There we are. I'll just finish with that one here. Never give up, as Joe says. All right. I'm going to totter off. Thank you, everyone. I've got to go now. Otherwise, this show will go on for too long. All right. Bye-bye for now. Let's see if I can end this on time. God, not even the button works.